When Bachira first joined Blue Lock, he was a part of Team Z during first selection. He is a mercurial forward who plays according to instinct. His main objective was to find soccer competitors to play with who, like him, had a monster inside of them. But after overcoming his childhood trauma, his dream transforms into the being greatest striker in the world. Bachira is a young man about 6 feet tall, with a thin physique and an oval-shaped face. He has black hair with golden underlights and a bob cut that reaches to his chin, along with striking yellow eyes. He began playing football when he was 6 years old. His feet are 27.5 centimeters in length. Chiba is where he was born. Summer is his favorite season since he enjoys it. His favorite food is canned pineapple, whereas mazuku, which tastes like eating snot, is his least favorite. Because they appear to be content, dolphins are his favorite animal. His lack of a preferred academic subject is a result of his poor study habits. Additionally, he lacks a least disliked subject. He doesn't have a specific plan for the holidays, he just spends them doing whatever he feels like. If he ever received 100 million yen, he would either throw the bandnotes from a roof or lie in the bathtub with them. He would dribble a ball as far as he could on his last day on Earth. His optimism about anything is a strength, and his lack of worry is a weakness. When his freedom is restricted, he becomes sad. Bachira has a somewhat odd personality and demeanor. During games, he is typically quite animated, upbeat, and enthusiastic, rarely losing his composure and desire to participate, and he describes soccer as a great game to play with others. Lavinho, who is likewise flamboyant and vivacious, instantly strikes a chord with Bachira, who is equally motivated by his style of play. He has a propensity to nod off at odd times, as was evident at the beginning when he was discovered dozing off during the start of the tag test. He usually oversleeps, which means he needs Isagi or Kyon to wake him up, and he subsequently nods off during their team meetings. He has also been known to doze off during meals. Additionally, after each training session, he frequently appears entirely naked. Bachira intensifies his football practice when the Neo-Egoist League debuts in an effort to develop into the elite egoist he envisions himself to be and move one step closer to becoming the best in the world. Bachira currently works out and mediates actively. Because of the active bullying he had as a child due to his eccentric nature and excellent football ability, he developed a sort of trauma that makes him afraid of being by himself. Because of this trauma, Bachira makes up a monster imaginary companion, specifically a football monster, who inspires him to make plays in the game. Bachira begins dealing with his trauma only after arriving in Blue Lock because he meets others who are like him and whom he can refer to as friends, such as yoichi Isagi. Despite having a rather odd disposition, Bachira may be seen casually making friends with a variety of characters, including Isagi, Rin, Chijiri, and Kunigami. Following the second match between Rin's Team Red and Isagi's Team White, Bachira has resolved to play with more assurance and dominance. He aspires to become the best striker in the world who only scores for himself, thus he will only throw the ball to someone if they might potentially excite him and enable him to play the style of football he prefers. In order to progress in Blue Lock, Bachira has also hardened his determination. No matter the difficulty, Bachira approaches the situation with optimism and resolves to grow stronger and overcome each task that lies ahead of him. Dribblers are athletes who can control the ball closely and employ quick acceleration and direction changes, sometimes in conjunction with considerable speed, to get past defenders. The ability is utilized to open up scoring opportunities for oneself or for other attackers after using what is sometimes described to as trickery to get past the defense of the opposition. A player going on a mazy run with the ball, wheeling and twisting to avoid opposition tackles and beating several players, is one of the greatest football spectator spectacles. Bachira's dribbling technique allows him to burst through most defenses, with only high-level players capable of stopping him, yet the ball is rarely stolen from him. During first selection, Team Z largely depended on his dribbling abilities to advance the ball down the field. Few Blue Lock players can match his dribbling, and when combined with his crucial passing ability, he has proven to be a much-needed asset on any team. Bachira has improved his dribbling since the Neo-Egoist League's initial training by switching from proactive to more counteractive dribbling. He now prefers to study his opponent's motions before he moves, showing a maturity in his downfield movement. Bachira's dribbling style, known as elastic dribbling, relies on his exceptional technique and inventiveness to get past opponents' defenders. Isagi has previously commented that due to his exceptional dribbling skills, it would be impossible for him to outright steal the ball in a one-on-one situation. During the second selection, Bachira developed a new egoistic style of dribbling in which he refuses to pass the ball and instead moves quickly past opponents on his own. He doesn't care to include his squad in his plays if they won't challenge his expectations. This was seen to deadly effect when he outmaneuvered Isagi, then took on Chijiri, Barrow, and Nagi, beating them all to get through on goal. He also did this when he completely outplayed the whole Japan U-20 defense on his own. Bachira has chosen to combine his dynamic and explosive dribbling with the free-flowing style of FC Barcha after working with both of those teams and with Lavinho, producing a completely new style. Hyperspeed scissors. Bachira executes a scissor feint at a breakneck pace that is challenging to follow. Marseille turn. Bachira almost quickly follows his scissor feints with a roulette to move around an opponent. Mid-air elastico. Bachira is capable of executing the intricate elastico dribble while the ball is in the air, luring his opponents into attempting to take it before eluding them. Rabona. Bachira kicks the ball while crossing his kicking leg behind the back of his standing leg. While doing this, he was able to kick the ball over an approaching defender. Nutmeg. Bachira's ability to execute a triple nutmeg on isagi, chijiri, and barrow all at once during the second selection showed off his technical prowess. Hyper-speed scissors are performed by Bachira before transitioning into a 1-2 touch feint. Aerial rush turn. After executing a double touch feint, Bachira advances toward the opposition, spins the ball while still moving at top speed, and then rotates around the defender to quickly go past their defense. Bachira also has exceptional passing ability, which allows him to contribute to a wide range of goals. In addition to passing from the midfield, he has frequently crossed from the wings to receive an assist. Additionally, he has shown off a variety of passing techniques. High-speed ground pass, a quick pass with incredible top spin that bounces across the ground. No-look pass. Bachira uses the Rabona technique to pass without looking. Long-range backspin pass. Bachira can perform a long-range pass, traveling nearly 60 meters, with backspin allowing the ball to hug the ground whilst rising up. This pass is best used in a chemical reaction with a tall player, who can intercept the ball in its flight path rather than on the ground. Quick cross. Using the movements of another player as a precursor, Bachira fires a quick cross into the box which can only be met at great speed. He used this to assist Rennes' goal against the Team World 5. Heel lift pass. While running with the ball in tow and into defenders who begin pressing him, Bachira quickly lifts the ball with his back heel over their heads, swiftly passing it to a teammate to avoid the press. B-shot. After swiftly passing the ball to his teammates and running through defenders, Bachira receives the ball again and makes a close free-form shot that is too quick to react to. Bachira has repeatedly reached flow state during blue lock, beginning with the first selection, both accidentally and on purpose. In this state, he has executed a triple nutmeg on some of the top players in blue lock, has effortlessly penetrated their defense, and would have scored all by himself except for the opponent's respect and trust in his ability to intercept him. Bachira enters the flow state, a challenge-focused trance in which he moves instinctively while using lightning-fast moves, various feints, and extremely quick techniques. He moves automatically, making it very challenging for the defenders to anticipate and stop him. The U20 defenders as well as Eku Oliver were no match for Bachira in this condition. By having the ability to enter a monstrance at any time and combining his explosive style with Lavinho's free-flowing Jenga style, Bachira has advanced this further and is now able to generate even more explosively inventive moves. Bachira develops his dribbling to be even more explosive, free-flowing, and unexpected after integrating Lavinho's Jenga style with his monstrance. A defender is approached by Bachira after he has waited and read his opponent. He does a chop dribble between the defender's legs while embracing him, using the defender's position to limit their response and propel himself forward with the ball. When the defender tries to react, Bachira effortlessly pushes off the defender while continuing to follow the ball and fend off any additional stops. Bachira can kick the ball down with force and topspin after lifting it and shifting into a shooting action in order to execute the audacious lift. The ball bounces and spins over the defender's head for Bachira to pursue after. This was effectively deployed by Bachira against Eku. This was my analysis of Bachira Meguru, the probably best dribbler in blue lock. If you liked the video, PLS, make sure to leave a like and I hope I see you guys in the next.